Hello, everybody. It's Pete. I promised to show many of you how I set up my charts to trade, and I haven't made a video in a while, and I don't have any script in front of me or anything. I'm just gonna run through this the best I can and show you what I do. Now, first of all, I use TradingView, so we'll take a look at that. This is the address, TradingView, TradingView.com. You can see it here in the address bar. It's probably going to come up and look similar to this. You won't have the same watch list over here. Some of this stuff you're going to have to figure out by just following me today. And I can show you that when you come here, if it asks you to create an account, which at some point it's going to, I use the free one. I use this basic account right here. All right. So I just use the basic one. I used to use the Pro Plus for several years. I'm very happy with TradingView. I like their indicators. By the way, you can only have 3 indicators on your chart. So I'm going to give you the ones I think are most important for the way I trade, and we'll let you go from there. So I use the basic, and once you create an account, it'll probably, I guess, come back to something like this. And you can see over here you have a watch list. Now, the way I get to mine is when I open TradingView, it automatically opens it. But for you, maybe the first time, you might have to click over here on Chart. All right. So let's go ahead and go to the chart. We'll walk through a few things here. I use the 1 hour time frame, and you can change that right here. I used 1 hour, like I said. If I want to write text, draw trend lines or circles, I get my circles here, I get my text here, and I get my trend lines up here. And at some point, maybe I'll do a video on making or using the Fibonacci. But for today, we really don't need that. So we've covered these 2 things. Let's cover the earnings event. Earnings are when companies report how they're doing. And you can see these dashed red lines. Those are the earnings days. I'm going to right-click on my chart. I'm going to go down to Settings. And I'm going to go to Events, which is clicked on. And then make sure that all these are checked. Now for me, I use red, and I use the second one in the thickness. Alright, so I can see it real well. I'm getting to be 60 years old, need something to help my eyes see. Watch list, okay? Right here's my watch list. If you want to start adding stocks, you click on the plus sign. Now this just changed 2 days ago to this plus sign. So this video will at some time will be, if you're watching it a year from now, it may be different then than it is now. They didn't have the plus sign there before. Actually just had a little box. You typed in your stock symbol, and when you type it in and hit enter, either by using this, it's going to show up in here, and it'll be at the bottom, and then you can drag symbols around the way you want them to be. All right. Anything else before we get to the indicators? I don't think so. So let's go ahead and look at the indicators. And indicators aren't like the magic win thing, but indicators can help us. So here's what I do. I use the 800, the 200, and the monthly pivot for most of my trading, and the way I add them to the chart, you can see they're right here. All right, and the way I add them is I'll go here to indicators. I'm sorry, I go here, and then I just start with pivot, and you're going to want to look for pivots point standard. Now I have mine on as a favorite, and you might mark yours as a favorite too. You click on it once, and it'll put it over here. And mine's labeled now as Pivot Traditional Monthly. I'll show you why in a minute. But If you have trouble finding it, let me know. And then the other one that I use is the SMA, smooth moving average. If it doesn't, you might have to type in smooth moving average instead of SMA to get that. I use two different ones, so go ahead and click on it twice. Now the final thing I use, and I use it really just for the color of the candles. I like the appearance of the candles. It's better on my eyes, and it also adds this down at the bottom. You don't need to use it, but if you want to, you can. And you go and put UCS underscore Murray, RREY. All right, and here you go. You can see it here. You can just click on it once, and it'll add this at the bottom, and your candles will become a little different. All right, USC or UCS Murray Math Oscillator. All right, so that's that. Now let's go through these indicators real quick and show you how to set them up, because they're going to look a little different still on your chart. All right, so we're going to go to this first one. You can see how these little icons are showing up. We're going to click on Settings on the SMA. Change it to 200. It's probably 7 or 9 right now. Just type in 200 and then click on Style. And on mine, I use blue, and I use this third thickness. Okay, now on the next one, look for the little icons. We're going to go to Settings, and I use red for this under Style, and under Inputs, change it to 800, and we'll hit OK. Now it should start be shaping up. You're probably seeing a bunch of lines on your charts, those still, so we're going to fix that. We're going to go here to the pivot. We're going to go to the settings, and we're going to change some things. We're going to change this to traditional if it already is not traditional. You can go ahead and check this if it's not checked. Change the pivot time frame to monthly, and I have number of pivots back as 15, so that shows me like the last 15 months. These red lines on my chart right here are the pivots, and yours still probably looks funny, so let's fix that. Gonna go to this second box, make sure it's clicked, uncheck the rest of them. All right, and that'll clean up your screen. Now for me, I use the red, and I use the third thickness. All right, so did I cover everything? We've got your pivots, we've got your SMAs. I use the 1 hour time frame. If you want to draw stuff on your charts, you go over here. If you want your watch list, if you want to add symbols, you click up there. All right, this is the 800, the 200. Now earlier today, under this video and another post, you're going to see examples of how I trade this, okay? How I use these indicators to do certain trades, all right? So that's it for this video. I hope it wasn't too long, and if you have any questions, be sure to comment below, or just email me. However you can, reach out to me if you want to. All right, thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.